Rogers 100. In entering into this special service, the Great Rogers 100% Group, Los Angeles, California. Beloved students of my heart, how I rejoice that I may be instrumental in expanding, or assisting to expand, the light within your heart which is increasing so beautifully. Since you took part in this closed group, the rapidity of the expansion of your light has been so marked that I hold my hand up to you in gratefulness for the service rendered. You will all know it is a rare privilege when you understand what this has meant, in the willingness with which you have joyously entered into this service. It is the greatest accomplishment so far. Many of you feel and know it in your feeling world and rejoice. Notice this, dear ones, all of you who have entered into this great special stream of life and energy. I shall tell you what your willingness has done. In entering into this special service, the great ones from Venus, who have been the vanguard of the humanity of Earth so many hundreds of thousands of years, have accepted your service. Do you realize, oh, beloved ones, what that means to our beloved Saint Germain? He saw and had the courage to step. 62. Then there had to be someone forth, assuring all of us that there were those who could carry this message successfully, that it must be done now or never if the Earth and its humanity were to survive. Then there had to be someone found who could carry this message, and it was achieved. Now the great work has gone forth, and as this good brother has said to you so many times, he found that in your midst today there is an opportunity to render a service which only the ascended masters yet fully understand. Your being willing to serve joyously has made you a part of that great, great light. Will you not feel tonight, while I speak to you, this great reality? You made yourselves ambassadors of that light, and in it you have the privilege of not only allowing, but calling forth the light of your mighty I Am presence to spread its radiance everywhere you move. Think what it means as you move about among mankind. Oh, often you move among conditions which are so discordant, and yet that radiance, even without a spoken word, is going forth. Oh, precious ones, you cannot imagine how great it is. That radiance is going forth at your charged call, notice. Your charged call, because the momentum you gain from your constant call to your mighty I Am presence becomes a charged call, a charged activity, going forth everywhere, spreading its radiance. I know you do not yet see this in its fullness. 64. Ascend. Physically speaking, but I see that radiance going forth vividly, powerfully, clearly. Some of you would be gratefully surprised and even astonished to know how clearly and powerfully your radiance is going forth from your human forms. Tonight I want to give you my encouragement, my strength and energy to electrify you into the full feeling of the immensity of the work which you are doing. Oh, beloved ones of the light, you have heard so often why there is the need of your call to the mighty I Am presence, in order to give us the privilege of releasing the power and amplifying your earnest, sincere efforts to go forth and do the work required in the world, the outer as well as the mental and feeling world of mankind. Your call is showing its activity throughout the earth. We hope ere long, if not before, by the time the messengers return from the east, we shall have something very wonderful to convey to you. It looks today as if we would. I hope with all my heart that we may be able to convey that to you which we wish. Then your hearts will leap with joy unspeakable for having been a part of this service. The human creation of mankind has so bound blessed humanity that only now are they bursting those binding chains of their own creation. They are beginning to stand forth within the great light. Today, among your wondrous businessmen of the outer world, there is coming a great desire to stand in and for the light. As these blessed books have gone forth spreading their radiance and truth, oh, how many feel the great truth and wonderful reality which they convey? This last issue of the magazine which has the chart will spread over the entire earth. Blessed ones, great, great is your privilege in being in the vanguard of this service which will one day set America and the world free. It will one day bring the longed-for condition upon earth when all mankind shall be at peace and all struggle ceases. Oh, can you not feel, even as I speak the words, the joy, the reality of living in such a world? It has existed many times before and will exist again, this time permanently, for the earth. Is it not well worth every effort which mankind can make, to once again find that established on earth? I want you to feel tonight my great love and gratitude to this group who have rendered such great service. I speak to you individually for a moment. Do you realize what your being willing to serve really means? Individually, it is setting you free with great speed. I plead with you, dear hearts who have not or do not quite feel your financial freedom yet, oh, please, do not be discouraged. You cannot fail to have your supply. Please believe me when I say this to you, for you are so near your 66 freedom. Go on and on and on, calling your mighty I am presence into action, realizing that your mighty presence, which gives you life, is the treasure house of the universe, your treasure house, to whom you can call and have what you require released tonight. Everyone in this room who has not yet been able to feel this full reality of your financial freedom, please take advantage of this opportunity and allow me to assist you to have that full feeling right now. I call the mighty I am presence forth to dissolve every doubt and question in your feeling of your ability to call the presence into action to have this released right now. Please feel, as I speak to you, the power of my own accomplishment to enter into your consciousness and world and give you my feeling, the true feeling of your financial release now, at once, and forever, that you may go forth from this room tonight, master of your financial world. Whether you have a cent in your pocket or not, your mighty I am presence holds the wealth of the universe ready to release into your hands, when once you can remove the doubts, fears, and unbeliefs in your feeling of the power of your presence to release it into your hands and use. Your presence governs all channels in the world. Oh, please do not doubt and let your human intellect cause you to feel the unreality of your presence. Your higher mental body, precious ones, which knows the perfection of the presence and knows your needs, will answer your every call, and does answer it. But watch out that in your feeling world there is not a lurking doubt which is obstructing the way, or the feeling of your inability to call your presence into action. It only requires your earnest, sincere call. Keep it up until you have the power of your presence acting everywhere. There is nothing in the world to stop it. It knows no resistance or interference, and you shall have the power and the freedom which it holds for you. Please accept this tonight, and let every one of you go forth from this room filled with the electrifying consciousness and acceptance of your mighty I am presence, your treasure house, releasing from this moment all the money you require through the power of divine love. Whether it be direct or through channels, to supply you and give you the happiness and comfort which you require to render the service which your heart desires. There is only one obstruction to the perfection which the presence holds, and that is in your feeling world. Remember what the messenger has said to you so many times. If your application is not producing the results you require, then say, mighty I am presence, take out of my feeling world every single thing that seems to obstruct the way, and 68. Release your mighty intelligent energy to go forth and produce these results. Mighty I am present, see that this is done now. What could stand before that great and mighty presence, the governor of the universe? Feel it deeply tonight, while this opportunity is here. Oh, blessed ones, feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Beloved ones, it will be my privilege to either be present each night when this group meets, or send my direct radiance into the room for this special work which is being done, and for that special work which I wish to do, with your permission. For each one of you who has had the courage to step forth and join this 100% group. It is not that we love others less, oh, not at all. We love all so greatly, but you who are willing to do this, are you not entitled to a special service? Would you not give a special service to one serving you who was willing to comply with the requirements? Do you not often give a bonus to those who have served well and unusually? Then why should we not offer an added service to those who are willing to comply with that which we know blesses them beyond words to express? Therefore, it is my privilege, and I offer to give you a special service and assistance in this group because you have been willing to do as we have requested. We pour forth our radiance to all groups who are sincere, but in this it is our privilege to give a special service. If I wanted to give you a white silk handkerchief and someone else wanted to give you a blue one, is it not my privilege? So I want you to feel how really close we have become. Oh no, we are not away off somewhere anymore. Oh no. We are right here with you, holding your hands to your victory. Will you not let us? You know, we cannot go chasing you around to hold your hands, but we are willing to hold them to your victory. Oh, beloved ones, tonight your hearts are beating with mine. Do you realize that? I am sure you do, but just the same your hearts are beating with mine tonight. Will you feel it and ask your mighty I Am Presence to qualify it eternally sustained for you? Have you thought, precious ones, how very wonderful and marvelous has been this experience tonight? Those two precious ones are voicing the great truth over the radio and in the song which is going forth, and these two blessed brothers here rendering this service, had you thought how very wonderful that is? Oh, how very wonderful it is, precious ones, when personalities and personal desires can be set aside for the great service of the light. One day, you shall all know what those words mean. As the blessed ones in the staff have been willing to serve, and their families have been willing to let them serve in so happy and joyous a manner, is it not an unheard of thing in 70 the history of the world? Our blessed Mr. Krause is serving all joyously and wonderfully while his family is here, our blessed Mary Ketchum from West Palm Beach serving with such devotion and power. Dear ones, do you not see? I but mention these things to show you how wonderful it is when we can set aside personal desires for the great light. When we do that, shortly we find things opening before us, wherein a great service can be rendered. Today, you blessed ones who have outer work to attend to, also have this privilege in the great unparalleled service which you have in issuing these decrees, which have been going forth for mankind. Do you see how no one is deprived of any good thing when rendering a transcendent, marvelous service which is, from the human standpoint, indescribable? It is possible for the human of every one of you to be sufficiently dissolved, so you will feel the flood of your mighty I Am Presence, filling yourself and your world. Oh, the joy, for it is so like the experience of this good brother, whose anxiety and fear was so great in those earlier years. Today, it does not exist, and so it is with you. Ere long you will find that no appearance of limitation or discord will have any effect whatever upon you. You will just say to it, oh, run along, you have had your day. Do not bother me. Precious ones, it is with a joyous dismissal of the human appearances that you find your mastery. It is not in resistance, but with just that sort of indifference, say, oh, you human appearance, you have no power. Run along now. Do not try to bother me any more. You are just wasting your time. As you take that marvelous attitude to those appearances which not very long ago were so terrifying, it becomes, oh, so wonderful. This beloved brother wants you to feel his freedom, oh, so much. See how in such a short time a great transformation can take place. So it is within each one of you. I say, each one of you, dear hearts, everyone who is here. The rapid change is taking place. The human is dissolving, it has to. I command it to do so and set you free forever. Will you believe me when I say I shall long remember this evening? Surely, you too will always remember it, when once you come to understand how all takes place from within out, in this great activity and acknowledgement of the mighty I Am Presence, not from without in. Therefore, it is always amusing to me when I touch upon this point with students, because sometimes they think they are still having a struggle, while to me, that is all past. Do you just get my meaning? To me your struggles are all past. I am not speaking in riddles. Remember, to me your struggles are all past. Accept it, will you not? Would you believe that sometimes we are 72 ascended tempted? Shall I tell you how? The temptation is so great to extend my hand and just lift you up. It could be done. I say that because it is true, so I may try to convey to you the accomplishment. The radiance released in this room tonight from yourselves is the most astonishing thing you ever witnessed, if you were to suddenly see it. That is what it means, oh, beloved ones, to be obedient. Do you think there is anyone in the world who could possibly think that obedience to the great divine law meant privation of any kind? Oh, how could anybody in the world think such a thing? Yet some of humanity do. They think that being obedient means they are going to be deprived of some of their sense desires. It will be well indeed when all these sense desires, all limitations, are bound forever. Does anyone want to hang on to them? I think not. This is why I say to you, beloved ones who have taken this step, keep on, go on, to your glorious, wondrous freedom. Saint Germain insisted that I speak to you tonight. I convey his love and that from the blessed Nada, the blessed Master Jesus, the beloved Lanto from the royal Teton, and that group of ascended masters in Arabia. They see among you those to whom they can give great assistance, and I convey their love and blessing to you. Dear hearts, you who have entered into this 100% group, please do not ever accept one word, one thought, that we are not real, that the ascended masters are not real. We are far more real than you are yet, for in that feeling of our reality, of our closeness, it enables you to become like us. Do you know I just love to feel your heart beat? When my rays of light go from my heart to yours, then you become a part of me, not the messenger you see before you, but of myself. And do you know that for some time this has been going on? Oh, I want you to feel, beloved ones, we are no long-faced individuals, we are filled with joy and happiness, that serene, clean, pure joy and happiness which is always bubbling over. Our gratitude is so great, even in our attainment, a gratitude so great to the principle of life which we enjoy, of which we are a part, in which today we have become a perfected part. This is what we want to do, to help to assist you to become that which we are. I suppose we must consider time, but you know I would just like to hold you in my radiance until every one of you just dissolve those outer garments of imperfection, and then we go on together. That is the way the atmosphere in the room is tonight. It is so beautiful that in a moment's stillness the very outer atmosphere throbs with the joy of freedom which it is, that joy of freedom which is yours now. Will you not accept it in its fullness? Oh, just think. 74 Ascended Master. That freedom which encompasses all perfection. Stand eternally glorified in its radiance forever. Tonight I offer the eternal blessings of the great host of Ascended Masters, the Legion of Light, the great cosmic beings, the gods of the mountains, the angelic host, and my own love to enfold you with its courage, strength, and conscious dominion. To sustain you and quickly lift you unto our freedom from every limitation and discord of every kind, until you too, like this good brother, can say to all limiting appearances of discord, you have no power. Then they have no power in your world. Oh, if you could feel that. I know you can. You can feel it, now. Say to all limiting appearances or discord of any kind, you have no power. Mighty I am presence, take command of my world. Fill it with your perfection, and hold your dominion within it forever. Then feel the glory of it actually operating. The blessings of the great cosmic light enfold each one of you unto your perfection and ascension. My love enfolds you forever in its transcendent light.